the wrong way. It's round the wrong way. There we go. About evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's stream. You can see yourselves, look. Say hello to you, to me, to me, to you, to you, to me, to me, to you. It's the never-ending mirror. Gonna freak some of you out, that will. Excuse me. Oh. Who do we have with us tonight then? So we have Emily, Two Wild RC, Matt the Hat, Big Al's RC, Nia Miss, Ben, Alfie, Zoz, Toby, CSL. Oh wow, this is busy already. Jim, Lucas, Dan, Gary, Christian, CSL, James, Bars. Well, if I've missed calling anybody out, I do apologise. Already mega 27 in already. Wow, guys, I've literally just gone live. Were you all waiting for me or something? What a horrible landing in that, bro. It was horrible, Seb. It's all your fault as well. You told me to do it. So, yeah, we've got a few spare parts. So we've got, I'm hoping I've got everything I need. So, front bulkhead. Lower. The inner skid bits. The outer skid bits. The diff cover. Had these already, but I just bought some more spare ones. And also noticed that our caster block, one of those are broken as well. So a few repairs to do on this. Hopefully it won't take long, because I've also got to look at the big rock, because the servo's gone on the big rock, I think. Because that thing is an absolute beast with the new power system in it. Monstrous. And then might be changing the diff oil on the DR10. Stu Brandon, evening. Addicted, evening. Just fixed the outcast after Paul rear-ended it. Was it Paul that... He said that you broke... No. Andy said you broke his. I don't know. Fra8219, hi from the UK to Italy. Thanks for coming by. Frosty Mug, evening. What happened? Seb told me we met up with Seb. Actually met Seb for the first time. And he told me I was playing with it, I was driving it, and I'm not the best driver in the world, as probably some of you know. And we went to a location which is notorious for killing RC cars. And I launched it, and it landed square there, right on a big rock. So it kind of, yeah, made a bit of a mess. So we get it all apart, see what's going on. I'm hoping I've got all the bits that I needed to fix it. Oh, you didn't break Andy's service. So who broke whose? I forget. I thought someone broke someone's. Oh, you broke Aaron's, didn't you? You said someone's car. I remember that. It's been so long since I've worked on this car though, I can't remember it all comes apart. You love your new crawler, do you? Oh, your new crawler. It looks very nice, Emily. No, this didn't land on the Armour Big Rock, but the same day we took the MT10 out as well. And that was pretty much the only car I think that came home. Oh, we did break, yeah, the first time we broke the MT10 was actually on this bash. And we broke a tie rod end. Excuse me. So, and I found out that on the MT10, we go and get the, where is the MT10? Where it's hiding, just so you guys know. Break this part. So the only bit we've broken on the MT10 thus far is this tie rod there. Well, funnily enough, the Armour 3S parts fit, but that's an Armour 3S tie rod end, which is slightly longer, slightly beefier, so it might be a bit looser in there, but it's a little bit looser, but only because I've got the Armour worn down shimmy thing in there as well. But it seems to work fine. I'll try and remember how this all goes back together. Hi Jessica, how are you? Seb, Dave needs you, lol. Are those the front tyres the wrong way round? No? I don't think so. What, on the X-Max? I don't think they were. No, they were the right way round. Is that bit you said broke the bit you used to adjust the camber? Can you run camber on drift cars or not, or does it ruin the plastic tyres? Some people run camber on the drift tyres. I mean, some people have got their front tyres right out, because when you then turn and get right in, they come back. I'm good, Josh, thank you. How are you? Oh, we've had that all summer, Jessica. Just rain, 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 rain. We've had a spot of good weather, thankfully. Yeah, that screw that we bodged on my shock, I bent it about 90-degree angle. Well, it didn't snap, that's the main thing. Did you get the other screws come through, Seb, in the end? I'm hoping they fitted. Well, let's get these shocks off first. Pretty sure that from memory the shocks need to come off anyway. Get things out of the way. Well, certainly the lower ones do anyway. Got to try and remember how this all comes apart. Because it has been that long since I've taken an X-Max apart. I don't know whether I can remember. Trying to find the best GT body for your K6. Good question. Don't know what would fit. Should I change this arm to a red arm? The answer is no, because I know it winds some of you up. Come on, where are you? There. I could change it to a red arm, but this black arm hasn't broken yet, so that'd be boring, wouldn't it? Oops. I'm hoping School Shopper will send me a surprise. That'd be nice. I got a new surprise today, actually. I got a new electric screwdriver. I said to my dad I was going to get one, and he said, I have one. He had it for like 5 years, never used it, it still works fine. And it's a DeWalt as well. Wow, sweet. That's lucky, Alfie. Or as some would say, that's handy, Harry. Stick it in the oven. Do I need to take the whole bulkhead off though? I can never remember on these cars. What can I get away with? Just undoing the lower bit. No, I've got to undo all that. I've got to take it all out. Right. Clearly, I've got to take the bulkhead right off. That's fine. Trust it to be the front one though. And you have to mess around with the steering. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help me. Evening, Dan. Bumpers, top arms, shock towers. Yeah. I can't remember right, there's a few bits we'll take off. Well, I've got to take the whole, and I've got a spare upper front bulkhead anyway, I think, so if that's gone as well, we can fix that. Steering linkage out. It's all coming back to me. It's so long since we've broken this car though. I think Seb was even saying, if we do we still have the X-Max, on the basis that he hasn't seen it on the bench in a while. It's been, during the summer months, it's just been tough as old boots, this thing. But like all good things, when I get hold of them, I broke it. Oh, that's unusual for that to come out of there. They don't normally pop out. I'll put that back in later. But yeah, I did do a good job on this, guys. As you can probably see. Maybe you can't see. Right, what have I missed? Evening, Adrian. Just finished watching your video on that little 1/18 scale, Dave. What a it's fantastic. It's a Absema Hurricane, I think, but with a brushless system in it. I'm all good, thank you, Dan. Evening, Ian. How are you? Yeah, that little 1/18 Hoss speed car is you can get the parts in the UK because it's actually Absema, whatever you want to pronounce it, Hurricane. You can get in the UK, but it's brushed. It's about 60 quid brushed, I think. So you can get all the spare parts. Obviously, the one I've got is the Hoss speed one, is brushless. But we were very surprised at how we went to the local skate park because we thought this thing isn't going to, you know, for the price that it was, we didn't pay anything for it, but we were lucky. But the price it is, 70 quid, we didn't think it would last very long. But What is the difference between sensor and smart sensor mode in ESCs? I've not heard of smart sensor. I'm good, thank you, Richard. How are you? Busy on stream tonight. Merjum, hi, evening. I'm trying to catch everyone as they come in, say hi. So if I do miss anybody, I do apologise. The good news is though, this the mod that we did on the centre drive shaft, it seems to be still straight. Have I done enough to pull this sucker apart yet? I thought I had. What have I missed? What have I missed? What screws have I missed then? Oh no, those ones there. Duh. Found them. The finger's good. How bad did he catch it, Ian? No, Kev's like that. He doesn't like to take, you know, once he's made his mind up on something, he doesn't really change it, does he, Ian? Hopefully this is going to come off now. Come on, you have to come off. Oh no, I know, it's the inner battery ones now, isn't it? I probably didn't need to undo those actually, they're the... Oh, you idiot, I know which ones. I didn't need to undo those because they're the... Oh! Schoolboy error. They're the battery tray ones, aren't they? I know which ones I hadn't undone now. All coming back to me. It's the ones on the top. You could have told me, guys. Still was supposed to self-write, but lost. Oh, what was supposed to self-write? Did you lose a boat, Jessica? Not the Gecko boat, less than $200 boat for sure, okay. Anyone else got a K989? What is a K989? Two Wild RC? Not heard of. What is it? Sounds like one of those U-boats. I jumped it, John. My fault. All user error. I jumped it. It was a good jump. It just landed a bit nose first onto a big rock that was sticking out the ground. There wasn't a lot I could do about it. But Callum laughed. But I'll tell you now, I'm glad it wasn't the Outcast 8S because I had to carry it. And this was bad. It was bad enough carrying this. Carrying an Outcast 8S, the didn't, but you had to carry it. Yes. Wouldn't have been fun. Right, we can dispose of that bit. Get that off the bench. Now we can start working on this bit, because I broke it. Quite well. But it's all Seb's fault because he told me to do the jump. I was quite happy, I'd done all my jumps today. He said, no, do one more, do one more. What is broken on this? Definitely the lower bulkhead. Definitely the inside skid plate, whatever you want to call that. Definitely this, because it all pulled through. So that's gone as well. And it's pulled out of there. Definitely the top diff cover. That is what I know was broken from inspecting. I didn't take it all apart, so I'm hoping that's all that's broken on it. We're going to find out though. That is what I'm hoping is broken on it. And I did, where it all went, yeah, it all split right across this bit here. Good and proper. I'm hoping it didn't mess up the gears. If it did, it'll be a bit crunchy for a while until I get new ones. So we'll get that screw out as well. Do the old hot gear fix, the hot glue fix rather. Do that afterwards, I think. I've got loads to undo on it, haven't we? Oh, I have to look at that Zos then, a K989. There's a big jump in onto a rock, so it doesn't surprise me that it broke. And I'm not going to blame the car. It was a good jump. You got perfect pass from Raz, have you? Which controller are you using, Jessica? Just out of curiosity, because a lot of controllers allow you to do that now. I felt the weight of the 8S Outcast the other day much heavier than it's way heavier than an X-Max. Yeah, you don't want to be breaking that and lugging it around after you've broken it. What car is that in, Jessica? 100 mile an hour? I don't know what you're on about. I told you. You said, Seb, you went, send it. Oh God, names. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, so I apologise if I'm getting this wrong. Vegetarobe? Got upcoming footage of said jump. No, I wasn't recording, unfortunately. It was a day off recording, just going out, having a bit of a fun with some mates. Met up with Seb, Martin, Aaron, Andy, Paul, myself and Callum. We just went out and just had a bit of a laugh. It was a impromptu thing. Callum and I actually going drifting. The guys went, "Oh no, we're going here," and it was literally charge some lipos up quickly and get out. So literally, we met up got the notification at 12 o'clock. It's a 45-minute drive, and we met up at 2 o'clock. So an hour and 15 minutes to charge up some batteries and get out. No, you didn't say into it, but you did go, "Oh, that's broken." Oh my God, Thunder RC's new death ramp is stupid Texas big. Oh, I'm going to have to look at that then. But about evening, Three Sons RC, how are you? Yeah, I just wasn't recording, and you probably wouldn't have seen it because I was behind it. It wasn't Callum jumping. Yeah, it was just went out and had a bit of a laugh, and then met up again on the Sunday with the drag cars. So I've got some more videos to edit. I've got drag car unboxing and first run, first drag meet, and also an update on the Big Rock / Road Rock with the newer power system. We gave that a quick run. Oh my God, we should have put that power system in it from the get-go. But then we wouldn't have had the journey we've had with everybody, because it would have been a one video job and everyone wouldn't have been enjoying it like we've been enjoying it and getting it to where it is. But I think we are, if the car holds together, we're going to hit 110 minimum with the new power system. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully we get to a good location to give it a proper run soon. Was that part of the front bulkhead? Oh no, that bit broken before. Thank goodness. I think that's the upper bulkhead. That's that off, that off. That's got to come off now. Just trying to remember everything that has to come off. So much needs to come off when you're changing bulkheads. Steering column's got to come out as well, hasn't it? I feel mine hot but not problems with overheating, but mostly I use the tapped wheel. Take wheels drifting, tried to sample the car many places the drivetrains are not free to turn. What is the minimum age of Facebook? I think technically the minimum age on Facebook, from Facebook's point of view, is 13 years, I think. Someone could correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure the minimum age allowed by Facebook is 13 years. Here we go. Upper bulkhead. Oh, we've got a bearing. Where's that come from? Put that over there. So many screws. Don't know what's easier, whether it's easier to fix front bulkhead on an X-Max or a diff bulkhead on an Armour. What do you reckon, guys? Front bulkhead on an X-Max or diff bulkhead on an Armour? I think bulkhead wise I would say it's easier on an X-Max, but arms and things like that are definitely easier on a, so bulkhead wise I'd say it's probably easier on a Armour, but I think wing wise or shock wise it's definitely easier on an X-Max. I'm hoping I've got all the screws. Well, that's seen better days. Look at the state of that. All the dirt that picked up when it was there. I'm hoping we haven't damaged this. We have. It's just one of those things. And I haven't. No, you're about to see me squirt the stuff again, because I haven't bought any of that sprayable stuff yet, Ian. Hot Hoop TRC evening. How are you? Yeah, I haven't asked you, Ian. How is the no smoking going? Well, I hope. Because when I see you Sunday, I'm going to tell you off every time you light up. How about that? Oh, give this a quick blast off, get all that dirt and sand that's got in there out. Give it a good old clean up. You don't want that in your gear still when you put it all back together. Now, what's Ian said about smoking? Well, you cut down loads, that's a good start then. And what about Claire? It's not easy, Ian, I know it's not. So I just spray the stuff on there and give it an agitation with a toothbrush. Make sure it's getting everything out and then just blast the agitation away with the spray. But I need to get what Ian's got, which is a lot cheaper than aerosol sprays of it. Bada bing. RC Netherlands evening. Wow, that's good, Ian, actually getting down to 5 a day. The main thing is not to pick it up and go back up again. Oh, what's this? I'm laying on the ground with severe back problems, not being able to get up. Watching live stream on 14, you've got severe back problems. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you damaged it, or is it just... Really sorry to hear that. There's nothing worse than back problems. If I stand around for too long, my back starts playing up as well. So I do know, to a certain degree, but not major problems. That's good, Ian. I had to stop or die. Still eating Nicolettes for Nicolette for the last 4 years. Yeah, I mean, I had some scares which really helped me as well. I mean, I ended up in hospital at one stage. I thought I was having a heart attack. So that sort of like brings it home a little bit. And you know, I was struggling to breathe properly and all sorts of other things. So it was, I mean, even to the point of laughing. If I laughed, I'd just end up coughing. And getting up in the mornings, and I feel, you know, when I think about it, and if I don't really think about it, I don't think there's any difference. But then when I do think about how I feel now and how I get up in the mornings to how I used to get up in the mornings, there's a huge difference. But because it was a gradual change from quitting to then suddenly getting better, you don't really notice it until you start thinking about it. Right, so that's all nice and clean now. Like new, look at that. All shiny and new. Getting ready to do some new stuff soon. Had to take a break. Time to wrench again. Yeah, everyone needs a break every now and again. It is stupid. I mean, when I first started smoking, I used to be able to buy a packet of 20 with my luncheon vouchers. And buying cigarettes with your luncheon vouchers was nice. Yeah, it didn't take long to start clearing up. It was mainly that morning feeling that I had when I was like coughing up, and it took me ages to get going in the morning. Right, next. Need to get that off of there, and that off of there. Right, that's that out. And we need to take all that off to take the front bulkhead out. Guessing it's that one there. I remember where all these screws go now. No, not just that one. That's those two there as well. That one. And that one. Ooh. Does that come off now? It does. Goody, goody, goody. Give the pinion a quick clean up, make sure the bearings are all right. If you stop before 50, your lungs can regenerate. I was 3 years too late then. I stopped when I was 54. With how late you're online, I thought you were going to like, you were like me and didn't get up enough. It's 6 of one, half and does the other, Gary. I tend to not go to bed until 2 o'clock in the morning, but then I'm up at 7. It's just something I've got used to over the years since I was a teenager. I'm more of a night person than I'm a morning person, that's for sure. But mainly from when I was when I was working up in London all the time, getting home from work at sort of 8 o'clock at night. Time you've got home, sat down, had something to eat. You know, if you're going to bed at 10 o'clock, you've got no time to yourself. So that's where it's. But I can't understand these people that, you know, get home at 8 o'clock at night, have something to eat, and then go to bed ready to get up for work in the morning. It's like, I need to at least have some time to myself, sit down, watch a movie, edit a video. Editing videos is a lot what I do at the moment, but give that a quick blast actually. Make sure that's nice and clean. Need to get some more. Need to get a gun and this stuff in liquid format. Save myself some money. Pop that in there like that. Front bulkhead, give that a clean because that is filthy as well. How good is the range on the Flysky NB4? It depends which receiver you're using because there's a number of different receivers. If you're using the little aerial, the one with the built-in antenna, the S, not very far. It'll be okay for indoors, for drags, for drift cars and indoor racing and things like that. It won't be any good for speed running. Then you've got the medium one with an aerial, which is the P. FGRP 4P, I think it's called. So I'll go and get one. So I've got most of them here. So that little one there, not very far. Okay for indoors and drifting, things like that. Not very far on that. I just ordered a load of these actually. That's literally just come through. Just quite handy. Then we've got the P one, which is what I call the middle one, which is the main one that I tend to use. I've not run out of range on this on any of the bashing cars that we use. So you've got that one there, which is the P one, and like I said, I've not run out of range on that. And then you've got the bigger one, which is just the FGR4, I think it's called. Which again, never ran out of range on that one. And then you've got I totally forgot I had this one. I'm going to put it into something. You've got this one, which is the FGR8B, 8-channel with voltage telemetry built in. Forgot I had that one. So I haven't used that. I don't know what the range is on that. But it should be quite good. And then, really boring you now, you can get this one, which is if you're doing speed cars and you want mega range, that's a normal one for an aeroplane. So in the air, this has got 3.5 kilometre range. Don't know what it is on the ground, but it's not going to be as far on the ground, but certainly with the Paladin and in the air, that's got 3.5 kilometre range. So it depends on which receiver you're using and which software you're using to how far it will go. Hopefully that's answered the question. Oh, which part? This part here? I've got a spare bit of this, I think. It's broken. It's broken here. Think I should replace it as I'm in here? I think I've got this bit spare. I suppose if it has and I've got that bit there, I might as well replace it, mightn't I? You've used that, the B, have you? Yeah, I want to put it in the Techno. Oh, you skiving off work again, Big B. See you later, take care, thanks for coming by. Got to get up early, going down to... You're going to Whitstable? That's down my neck of the woods. What are you doing down at Whitstable, Seb? I would if I have it. Okay, I'll have a look then. I'm sure I know I've got either the front or rear up a bit. Remember to get that metal hinge pin off it when you replace it. Yeah, no, I will. I'll strip all that back. Headed out to get some new footage. Okay. Oh, but we'll leave stream up at home. Oh, thank you, Rogue. See you later, Dan. Take care. Yeah, grandparents live there. I didn't know they lived down at Whitstable. Right, let's go and see if I can find this bit. Alexa, turn on lights.
Okay.
I'm sure I've got a bit like that. Bulkhead front upper. Result. You get that on there as well then. Better order another one because that was a spare one I had lurking around. I think I just ordered it because it was cheap and I was putting an order in for something. Right, that goes on there, that goes on there. Bish bosh bash. Remember where all the screws are. They go to that, they must go to that then. I'm guessing, yeah, because they go to that. Try and remember where everything goes. Evening, Revo, how are you? Question, oh, what was the question for Hardcore RC? Normally how much runtime do you get on 8S? Depends on the size of the battery and what you're doing with it as well, John. Obviously the bigger milliamp hour batteries, the more runtime you're going to get. And depending on what you're doing with it, if you're going flat out, then obviously your runtime is going to be reduced. But if you're doing general bashing, when I'm running 8,000 milliamp hours general bashing, I'll get a good 45 minutes out of it. If I'm just pelting it around doing lots of racing at arc and things like that, then the runtime is reduced. So a lot of it will depend on what you're doing and the size of the lipos you're using. The bigger the lipo, the better. So the more milliamp hours you can get, the longer your runtime, and the more the batteries will stand up to what you're doing to them as well. Have you taken the Bronco on the trails since the... No, I haven't. Haven't had the Bronco out at all. Mainly because we only go out on Sundays. So last Sunday it was meeting up at the car park, do some drag racing, and then what did we do? Then we went to the skate park and just had a bit of fun at the skate park, really. Don't think I filmed at the skate park, I can't remember. No, I didn't film because I was driving the MT10. I'm just trying to get a bit of driving in myself at the moment. So, because I was driving the MT10 having a laugh with it, I didn't do any filming. So, I was on a holiday. Your stock X-Max, I'm going to touch wood, we're still on the stock one. Still on the stock servo for the X-Max. And I'm touching wood because I don't want it to go. Chris Wooten. I have a 30 kilogram JX in my X-Max and it's not great. Alright. The more weight the car has to withstand the impacts. Yes. That's why I've wanted to keep the X-Max as stock as possible, really. You know, not put on the Proline tyres, and because you're just adding weight, and all the time you're adding weight, you're adding issues or potential issues. More weight. That's why that little 1/18 scale just took the abuse it did, because it's so light in relative terms. And it's using the same sort of plastics you get in these, but it's just light enough to withstand it all. Doobie-doo. Goes on there. Well, it goes in there like that. That goes on there like that. And find the rest of it. Oh, the rest of it's hanging out over there. So we won't do that at the moment then. We will bin that because we don't need that bit. Is there anything we need on there? Ah, those screws. We'll keep those over there for the time being, actually. We'll get those screws in a minute. Now read some comments. Chief Bearsman, mine just gave up too, mate, so I had to put the metal upgrade kit in mine. Yeah, I don't know what to do, put metal upgrade kit in it or to buy a new servo when it goes. can't believe they have plastic gears in them. No, I've never quite understood why the servo comes with plastic gears on a truck that costs £1,000. It really should come with metal gears. That's the problems I'm getting as I'm getting older, Adrian. And I keep trying to lose weight, but I can't. Busy working, just lurking in the background. Don't get in trouble, addicted. Thank you for answering my question on running 6,000 mAh Traxxas ID batteries. I'm averaging about 2 hours, and I'm talking running the truck really hard from 8S. That seems kind of freakish. Yeah. As I said, if you're flat out all the time, it's going to drain the batteries. But if you're getting 2 hours out of 6,700s, then you're doing well. What lubes can you suggest for bearings to lubricate? Depends on what you're doing. On the bashers, if I can pop the seals off, I just put grease in there, which does, make some more. If you're doing speed running and things like that, and you want less friction, then you can get bearing oil that you can put in there. Something like, Ian will probably give you a bit. Skateboard bearing oil will be fine. Depends on what you want to do. If I'm putting it in a basher, it's potentially going to be getting wet, I put grease in the bearings. I'll pop the shields off, pack them with grease. Macca Packer 88, evening. I'm doing good. How are you? Model World called me today, said expats passing. Only took them 12. I'm never going to Model World again. I've never had such a bad experience in a model shop as when I went into Model World. So I don't ever think I'll be buying anything from them again. Yeah, I did suddenly think that, Dictor, when you said who's going to yell at you, your boss. Well, your minions may say, oi, don't do as you say, do as I do, or whatever it is. Just on the way home, listening to the car radio. Well, thank you for tuning in, Chris. Rear bulkhead, 12 weeks, joke. I think you overdid it with the Vitavon, with the Max rather, all Vitavon and the Success system. It's a heavy beast to be. Yeah, we found that our Max is very heavy now. We've only done the Vitavon front bulkhead and the Vitavon hubs, but it is a heavy car. It's tough. I'll give it its due. It's very, very tough, but it is heavy. Is the Armour Big Rock a good basher? If you ask a lot of people, they will say yes. It is, but not with the stock tyres. I don't like the stock tyres. I don't think that they suit the car. I don't think you have good control. It's not very stable at higher speeds. It's very, very durable, but you need to change the stock tyres. If you look at most people that say it's the best basher and everything, you ask them for their pictures, you will see that they're probably not running the stock tyres. They've either changed them to the Proline MX 2.8s or 28s rather, or the Granite Fortress wheels. So you have to factor in, you need to change those. If you want a good 1/10 scale basher, which is straight good out the box, the MT Rival, the Team Associated MT Rival, great, cheaper, great, very durable, or the Armour Granite, which comes with wheels, good wheels as well. $19.50. Yeah, same here. Since Rich left, they've gone downhill. Yeah, I'm not sure, Rich. I mean, I bought a load of stuff from when they were over at, used to be my go-to model shop when they were at Knot Cuts. They moved a bit too far away, which is a bit annoying, but because the drift place is almost next door to it, we popped in there and I held off ordering parts from Model Sport on the basis that, well, I'm going in there, I'll support another model shop. It all said it was on, if you go to Elite Models, it all said it was on in stock, which is, Elite Models is literally 4 doors down from them, it's their warehouse. And you get down there to find out none of it was in stock, even though their website said it was in stock. It was all supplier stock. And their attitude to it is, well, that's just the way it is. You know, it was just like, really? Now, if it's supplier stock, it should say supplier stock, not in stock. Because if I then pay for it as well on mail order and pay for next day delivery I expect it next day, not in a week's time, but you post it to next day delivery. I just finished putting all the empty discs as they were, dabbed with grease, put it down to test it, and went off backwards. The factory have fitted my gears. Had they? They fitted the ring gears on the wrong side. Wow. Not had that problem, just changed the ESC around. Maybe a silly question, but I know the X-Max has built-in telemetry if you use the Traxxas app. Can other receivers use the telemetry? It's only compatible with Traxxas. And you need the Bluetooth module as well. Dominator, evening, how are you? Hello from the UK to India. Thank you very much on your live streams. Signing off for now. Enjoy your evening. Take care. Well, thank you for coming by, John. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Evening, Ruiz. I want to get back to Arc soon to take my caller to the track. You need to get there, Emily. Yeah, I need to get down. It's not a million miles away from me. Next time when I have the boys over, if they're doing it every Tuesday, whatever it is, Revo, we'll have to get down and meet up. Come down to that. Right, this isn't going to get the baby a new bonnet, is it? So I need to undo that and that. Before I forget where all these screws go. Because that would be a nightmare. Ugh, greasy, greasy. Pop that out, pop that out, pop that out, pop that out. Right. Did a good job there, didn't I? So, we'll flip that over. Give these a quick clean. Put that in there. Put that in there. Make sure we get this the right way round. Not upside down or back to front. Which is easily done. And then you would definitely see me rage if I did that. Get one side on first, I think, before we try and fight with it. You're from Bournemouth lately, Ian, if you're still around. Keep meaning to message him. Hi PJ, how are you? Well, it's Proline Badlands MX28s are the ones you want. Similar to, well, the same as what we have on the on a Typhon. So we run them on the Typhon. Just gets better air control, better traction, a bit more ground clearance. Far, far better than the stock tyres on the Big Rock. Or the Fortress ones. Oh, we've got somebody coming in spamming, have we? Come on, mods, do your job. Ban that boy backside. What happened, Seb told me to jump it, so I did, and hit a rock. Okay. Maybe they mirror printed it. I did message him the other week, David. I know he's got a lot going on. I just want to make sure he's okay. I must message him. I haven't spoken to him for a while. I just want to make sure he's okay. You know, just not all those things. You get so tied up in your own. You know, now I'm back working properly full time and off non-compete. You get so tied up during the day. And I just literally suddenly thought I must message him. It wasn't a big rock that we hit, no. Yes, it was. Yes. Not a big rock car, because I think the big rock car would have come out a lot worse than the X-Max. Anyone tried the Duratrack 6-packs X on the X-Max? No, I haven't. I like to try and stay with the stock wheels because they're lighter, PJ. I have seen people using them with mixed... and fairly mixed feedback as well, I think. I think some people like them and some people don't like them. Depends on the weight. That's the biggest. I've found that's the biggest issue with the X. You don't want to be loading up a load of weight on the X-Max. I think that's the screw that goes in there. I think. Maybe not. No. Oops. Not those two. The screw don't go through there. That don't go through there, then clearly that's not the screw I need. What is it? Come on. It might be the right screw, actually. Looks like the right screw. Must be. I haven't had a right screw for ages. Ah, bong bong. Need to get another screwdriver so I don't have to keep changing the heads all the time. It's getting a little bit annoying keep doing this. Get the hot glue gun out now as well. Oh, I'll do that one at the moment. Right. Hot glue gun whilst that's heating up. Whilst that's heating up, we'll chat. We'll get that on charge and I'll go and get a drink as well because my mouth's gone dry as Gandy's. Plug you in. Nice job building the ultimate EXB roller with Kev. Yeah. Is it going to be EXB though? I want to see Kev do a backflip in it. Are they the new ones, the mashers addicted? The belted mashers? Weather on Sunday looks right, but don't tell me that. I'm out. So it needs to be good weather on Sunday. Yeah, I think they're the mashers. They're the belted ones. Oh, I don't want to be rubbish on Sunday. I don't trust forecasts, so they've never been right recently. So hopefully the weather's going to be good on Sunday. Cheers, guys. Yeah, those mashers look good. I think they're going to be about 90 quid a set over here. If they're, I don't know whether they're out, whether you can get them yet. Come on, heat gun or glue gun. It's for everything. I need to get a better one. Don't say that, Revo. Any news on my boat? Still out of stock. Hopefully be in next week. It's been put back twice already though, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, it will still be a good day. Just have to dig out my umbrella. Thank you, Glenn. Just try and have a laugh with it. It's pretty durable out the box anyway. A set, I wish, £90 a pair. That's what I meant, yeah, Gary. £90 a pair, not a set. That's why I'm staying with the stock ones at the moment. Oh, who's doing that? Who's spamming? I'm going to ban their backsides. Time that bad boy out. The old bot's getting in. There's no right cause of climate change. I live in the UK and there was a field fire just down the road yesterday. Ouch. Is that a farmer's field? That sucks if it was. Really, really hurts them when that happens. And they've not had a great year for weather either. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Here you go. That one done. That one done. The UK weather's been absolutely appalling this year. Yeah, they're supposed to be really good at it because they're light and belted. So if they come out over here, I've got the hubs now. I've got the Mad Max hubs to put on. You probably don't need them for those. Proline have probably made them to fit this, haven't they, without the hubs? It was on a 3. Oh, I suppose you can ban it, can't you? No, not letting me do anything now. Johnny, evening, just started watching. What have you broken today? What are you working on? Working on the X-Max. Broke it last weekend. Landed, big jump, landed onto a rock. Not a big rock, but it was a big rock, but not a big rock, if that makes sense. Sergeant, we are talking about the Proline mashers. Right, next is these bits here. I'm thinking these are the same front and rear. No, they're not. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Which one goes where? That must be the front one, and that must be the rear one. Oh, don't need the hot glue in anymore. Turn that off. Let that cool down. Right. Let's flip you over. I was about to say, I can't remember which way round this goes in, but Traxxas very kindly put a blank in there so you can't put it in the wrong way round. It's quite handy. Slot that in there. And we are going to go on the low one. It's supposed to go on the upper one, but we were told a little tip. Actually, I can't do that until I put it in there. Little tip is put it on the lower one because it actually lasts longer than on the upper one. It doesn't really affect the handling either. So that was a little tip from Martin. I'll probably find out I've got to take that off. No, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. So we'll take that off. Put that on, which is a bit annoying. I had to ban someone for putting sex ads in my comments. Definitely not happy with that. I still see them in other people's comments. Check your comments and delete them. Yeah, they come up all the time. There's just bots, unfortunately. You just have to go through and try and pick them up and then delete them as and when they come up. It's been quiet recently. It's not been too bad, but then last week There's been a lot more of them springing up again. It's the first time we've had it come in the live stream though. Not had it pop up in a live stream before. I mean, YouTube should do a much better job of picking up on it and not allowing it to happen. There are bots that are making thousands of accounts an hour, so you can't. Oh, is that how it works? Is it? Yeah. I just don't get it though. I mean, it must cost a fortune to do it. Yeah, they do come up sometimes, Emily. It's just a case of trying to catch them and then delete them as and when they come up. Everybody gets them, unfortunately. Come on. In you go. Come on. Oh no, that is in, because it has the cups on these side, doesn't it? Does my MT410? I haven't got an MT410 yet. It is on the shopping list. I've got the rival MT10, but not a Techno MT410. The Techno MT410 is on the shopping list, but there's a lot of other things on my shopping list as well at the moment. So I have a very long shopping list. Unfortunately, only so much money. All right, can we ban this person now? Because they're getting a bit boring now. Right, 1 second, guys. I'm going to go on the PC and see if I can block them, ban them. Doesn't give me an option to block them though. Reported them. How do I put people into blocks? Settings, permissions, mutee. Hidden users, moderators, approved users, hidden users, block words, add block words, and they're hidden multiple times. Yeah, no. Somehow they're circumventing. They've been blocked about 3 times now, but they must be coming back through different channels. Bit annoying. Sorry guys, but hopefully the mods can keep them banned and out. Bought an X-Max and then went out and bought a second one to bash with my wife and family when we go out. Trucks are a blast and take beating like no other. Definitely recommend it. 100% Caleb. You know, most durable car. Big fun. I've reported it and it's just it's different accounts coming in doing the same thing, unfortunately. No, I won't be clicking that link. Yeah, I reported it as well. It's coming up on my blocked users, so we'll have to see. It's coming up a couple of times in there though, Ian, so I think it's coming up in different names. Who knows? Yeah, my wallet, my shopping list is definitely bigger than my wallet as well. Not had one of these pop out before. Oh shit. Use a short tool, I think. Yeah, no it's not. I don't have another one. It might be Callum's or Jack's. Come on. Come on. Tell me that didn't go through there, does it? It does. It do go through there, so that should. Oh, come on. Got it. Wow, I don't know how that came out. Might have been when we landed. Shows how tough these are though. One. So, weather permitting, what's everyone up to at the weekend? Yeah, I was looking at those, the Camtechs at Kent RC Warehouse. They were building a load there. And I was shocked how quick they were, actually, and how cheap they are to fix. It looked a complete blast. So they were just playing around. They weren't actually racing. But then you posted your video of them doing the racing. So try and get down to you and have an evening one day. Because it looks a complete blast. Come on. Come on. Sometimes I've found snap hinge pins on the X-Max and never realised. Are the actual pins? Yeah, it's not snapped those. These bits up here normally, yes. It's normally the plastic and I've never quite understood why. The BMX track. Is that a concrete one or dusty one? Right, next is the diff cover. some grease in there. Get the diff cover on there. We've got enough screws for it. Could be the interesting bit. If we've got enough screws for the diff cover. Because I made a mess of that as well. I did a proper job on this. A bit of blue marine grease in there. Lovely jubbly. I'm hoping it's not bad on Sunday. It's going to suck if it is. A little bit more in there. I like to put plenty of grease in. You never have too much grease. My view anyway. We have a screw there. And I think we might have lost two though. Oh no, there might be in the bulkhead down there. I've got the lube. Has it gone 9? It's gone 9 o'clock. Now I just need the boob. I've got the boobies as well. The moobies. I'm surprised. Ian said he was going to bring our stream down. Is he still here? You're slacking. Lube. Oh, we have still got them. Look at that. All the screws. We've got all the screws and the lube. Oh, is it Claire saying that? Where is the guy then? She's slacking. Claire's slacking. Actually, that's Claire, isn't it, in the background, spamming the links, and that's why we can't ban her. It was my own fault. Probably my rudeness in your streams, which is the bots thought I would come into his streams and start spamming him. See you later, hop TRC. What you got for dinner? I have them packed in there really tight and 3 Velcro straps on them plus Velcro together. What was that? I missed that. No way there was a hard case. No way there was hard case batteries. 23S 206 mAh battery almost. Oh, are that the? I've just got some of those. Built a massive dirt jump in my field for the Max. Jumped about 30 feet in the air, face planted and busted 2 brand new Gen 6 Passion Series batteries. I had them packed in there really tight and 3S Velcro straps on them. Was it these ones? By chance. We've just received these. I had them packed. So, what did you have them in there? A massive dirt jump for the Max, jumped about 30 feet in the air, face planted. Yeah, it's a tough one because when you face plant batteries, I will say one of my 3S batteries has got a little bit of a dent in the front now where I've kept face planting the MT10. It's now dented a bit at the front. Unfortunately, it's you know, face planting them, the batteries keep going and they're time are you getting there? I don't know yet, really. I'm going to post up and see what time everyone else is getting there. I'm probably coming from Essex. I'll probably stay there at the boys overnight and come from there. It's easier. Is it better to get 7,000 milliamp hour 100C or 620C of them batteries? 7,000 is cheaper at Model Sport. I would go with the 7,000s if they're cheaper. I mean, they're not 120C and they're not 100C, so the most they're going to be is 30 to 35C in real world anyway. So you'll get slightly more runtime out of the 7,000s and they're cheaper. £10. No, for children under 15, it's £5. Emily, adults and over 15, 16 and up, it's £10 for the day. Turnigy Rapids are good. I really, really like them. And I've just bought another one. I bought a little 2S one. Hang on. Oh, you're distracting me tonight, boys. I'm taking the faith. I said, the original Turnigy Rapids that we got, we still love them, but each one has a cell that drops. If you charge it up, it doesn't hold a charge. But I do really, really like them, so I've just bought that one there for our drag car, because it's 2S2P and 2S2P recovers quicker. So if I didn't like them, I wouldn't buy that. I'm trusting that's not going to drop a cell though. Yeah, the Turnigy heavy duties are my go-to. You just can't get them at the moment in the UK. I think it's only Global that's been in stock. Thanks, Dad's RC Garrett hangover. Take care if you're off. Is Art worth a 1.5 hour drive there and 1.5 hour drive back with Dad for the day? Once he has a car, he's not keen on driving that far. Well, I do 2 hours there and 2 hours back. At least 2 hours there. My trip to Ark is a 200-mile round trip, and I do it very, very regularly. I like it, and the reason I like it is because it's a great place to go. It's very sociable. Everyone's chatty. You can get food there. The track's good. You can charge the batteries there. There's a skate park there. You know, it's just a nice place to go. So if you're asking me, is it worth a 2 hour trip there, 2 hour trip back, to meet up with my friends, to have a good day out, spend 25 quid getting in, plus some food, bargain. Yeah, I think it would have been better if with one 6S battery instead of two 3S. I had to stack them and the top battery was sitting higher than the battery tray. Could be, Johnny. Although it's pros and there's cons, because if you lose one 3S, you've only got to replace one 3S, whereas if you damage a cell on a 6S, you've got to replace the whole thing. So it's pros and there's cons to each of them. Yeah, a lot of people haven't had the same issue I've had, Alex. I've got 6 3Ss and 2 4Ss, and every single one of them drops a cell. But I did get the very first batch, so I bought them as soon as they came out. I went and bought a load. Yeah, if we're there, it gets very interesting very quickly. Just unfortunate accident, I need to learn to drive. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one because now one of our 6S ones has got a cell that's going out, and it's where Callum landed badly once, and the battery snapped the battery tray, the battery strap rather. The battery came out the back a bit, damaged one, hit one of the cells, broke the balance lead off of one of them. There's not a lot you can do about that, unfortunately. That's why I like to go cheaper batteries for bashing, because if you damage one and lose one, you're not really crying. And that's why I do like, the DXFs are not the best batteries in the world, and not anywhere close to it, but they are cheap enough that you don't cry when you break one, if that makes sense. Right, I think this is good to go back in. I think we're good to put this back on the car, unless, well, actually, while I've got this out, I might as well get that C-hub out and fix that, or C-block, or whatever you want to call it. So for bashing, I like something that's good, but cheap. Yeah, ditto Ian. Cheap or free. Apart from speed running. I like the graphene panthers for speed running, but then again, we've also had very good results speed running with the heavy duties. I'm trying to keep an eye out for the heavy duties because I want to get more of them. Best batteries we've had. Love the heavy duties. Wish I got free stuff, would take the strain off the wallet. There's pros and there's cons to the free stuff, Alfie. It's not free, because you still have to do the work, do the videos, film for it, edit it. But I'm not going to complain and say I don't like the free stuff. I do, but at the same time, if it's good, I'll say it's good, and if it's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. So, and sometimes, if we get the free stuff, I like to try and give it, like the charger. There's a good little charger. We didn't have a need for it though. They sent it to me, and I gave it away. Out. Right, let's get that off of there. goes that way round, it's that bit. So I broke my Yumi in X-Max inside the positive cable broke. Whatever a Yumi is. Most motor combos have 150, 160 amp, so in theory you need 530 to get the motor max. Yeah, they do recommend it. You've got to remember that the C rating stamped on the side of a battery is not the true C rating of that battery. So don't believe everything you read. Like those Gens Ace ones, they're not, I think it says 120C on them, they're not 120C. Well, that's what I'm just taking out there. Why is that? Why are they both the same? Well, that's interesting. It definitely goes. Definitely goes on there. That definitely goes on there, and that definitely goes on there. So why is that the other way around to that then? Ah, because it goes around that way. Duh. That'd be wise. C ratings are alike. They are indeed, Ian. The sooner people in the hobby wake up to that, the better. The highest ever real world tested C is 45. So anybody that's reporting over 45 is lying to you. But that being said, the more milliamp hours you've got, I went over all this last week, if I remember. The bigger the milliamp hours, the real world higher C rating you're going to have. What do I do with that? That goes in there, that goes in there. So, what do I do with the long pin? Oh, you complete idiot. No, that's right. It does go in there. That goes in there. When we come up, that comes down, but I need to find the pin. Lost that. Oh, there it is. As I say, it can't have gone anywhere. I'd have heard it fall. I asked for 5,200 milli Z. I wish I had the 6,000 because those 5,000 don't last long. Yeah, try and get the biggest milliamp hours you possibly can. To test the C rating, you have to load the batteries with a high current and test for voltage sag. And also puffing, because if they can't handle it, they will puff up pretty quick. There is a website you can go to that's done a lot of real world testing. But okay for general bashing, but just be aware that don't believe because it says 120C, 150C, 200C or whatever it says on that it's going to do it, because it's not. And in reality, the wires wouldn't be able to take that. The wires wouldn't be able to take it either, so they would melt. You're getting me tempted to go back to the computer and type it all out again, guys. Just go to the end of last week's stream and you'll see it all on there. Why is that not wanting to go on there very well? Don't think that's in there properly. Not convinced that is in there properly. Both the same size. It's definitely not in there properly. Can't be. I don't believe that sits down there. Maybe it does. Double glasses time. RC Mask Master, evening, how are you? That is definitely not on there, that one. No. Come on. Oh. Actually, let's take that off. I'm not sure that's... Ooh. Yeah, that RPM hub is fairly mashed up. Whoa. Don't think it's supposed to look like that. I guess that popped out at some stage. Probably because of the broken bit that I hadn't noticed. And that had all popped out. That's not good, is it? There's my little... Sorry guys, I'm not reading as many comments tonight, I do apologise. But I'm sure you're all talking amongst yourselves. Uh-oh. Yikes, I'm not sure what's gone on there. I thought the RPM hub might have broken actually. As well. So much for being tougher. I think it's supposed to go in there. A bit mashed up, that's for sure. And this side's getting mashed up as well. Not convinced on these RPM front hubs. And this side's all getting mashed up on it as well. I don't know if you can see that, guys. I'll try and bring it in. It's all mashing up down there. And then on this side, where that should go in, it's all mashed up there. Yeah, not convinced on these RPM front hubs. Might be going back to stock, which would be a shame because the bearings are good on them, but not if they don't hold up. On the actual hub side of things. Can't get it in there. That's what she said. It doesn't line up. It's the problem. When it don't line up, you can't get it in. Because when you do that, it don't line up. I'm sorry, I'm not reading your comments, guys. I just want to try and sort this out so I can get this bit put to bed. Try and bend it into position again. I will catch up on the comments in a minute. If I don't rage first. Sorry if you're headphone users and I'm banging away and you can't hear anything. Sorry. Let's see if that works. Hopefully. PJ, you off? Night all, thanks for dropping by. I like the RPM stuff normally. The rear hubs are good. Not convinced on these front hubs though. They need a lot of adjusting to make them fit, and it looks like it doesn't hold the hinge, the pins in there very well on the bottom. Both sides are playing up, so which means if you land, it's going to potentially pull that out. I think I've got it back in, but we'll see. I've got the spares, so I think I might have broken one, but then I had the spares anyway, so if it goes whilst we're out, I'll just swap the stocks back in. I'm not convinced on them myself at the moment though. Right, anyway, enough chat. Where would you recommend looking to get different bodies? It depends what bodies you're after, for what car, what size, what you want to do with it. Is Rui's off as well? Night, Rui. Sorry if people have left and I haven't said goodbye to you who watch it back by chance, and I do apologise. I'm guessing Ian's gone as well, is he? He normally goes. Yeah. Thanks, Ian. Take care. See you Sunday. No, not really. Broke it like 2 times. Upgraded the wheel. And how to know if a body is going to fit. Depends on the size, Alfie, and what car you're looking to put it on. Look at the wheelbase is the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do, is look at the wheelbase. Right, let's get this back together. Oh. Sure, there must be an easier way of putting these X-Maxes back together. Oh, make sure that servo's gone in. Yep, that's in. That's good. FTX Banzai calls me and my friends what you want is one to get a different body. Is that the... It's not the Banzai that Claire's just reviewed, is it? Because that comes with 3 different bodies. Does FTX do different bodies for it? That would be the easiest way to do it, probably. Make sure it fits. This would be my suggestion if they do that, first of all. If not, look at the wheelbase of it and then what scale it is. If it's 1/10 scale, look at 1/10 scale bodies and then just double check the wheelbase. Remember, any bodies you're likely to buy likely don't come with, probably don't come painted already, so you may have to factor in painting them as well. What this? This is IC5, yes. Yeah, we changed it to a Max 6, mainly because I didn't want to run Traxxas batteries, because I didn't want to buy any Traxxas batteries and pay their overprice. I didn't want to invalidate the warranty by changing the ESC connectors. So we still have the stock ESC there with the Traxxas connectors on it. Not be, apart from the 2 runs we used for that, it's not been used. I was going to sell it, but never got round to it. And also the Traxxas ESC has got a stupid amount of brake and a stupid amount of reverse, and I don't like a lot of brake and I don't like a stupid amount of reverse. So in order to change the settings on there, you have to buy the Bluetooth module as well. I didn't want to do that, so I put Max 6 in there. This is a Milwaukee M12 FDXX. I quit RC and take up knitting first. It's an honest drift. Okay. Oh, the FTX Banzai drift car. Yes, I know. I don't think I've got one here, but that's a 1/10 scale car, so most 1/10 scale cars should fit. Just depends on what price you want to pay and how detailed you want to go. For example, Callum's one got the Pandora one, which is separate bumpers and thing. That's a bit of a pain, but it gives more detail. You should get an FTX DR8. Is that a crawler or is that the drifter? Evening Gaines, how are you? Yeah, I avoided Traxxas the first car because of all the proprietary stuff, although would have been cheaper than all the armour upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, and armour, I'd been brutally honest with you, armour are going the same way, unfortunately. All their proprietary stuff they're starting to bring out, and Smart Tech, which isn't that smart, it's actually just rebranded ISDT stuff. Right, now we've got the skid plates to put on. Just the front one anyway. Oh, where does that go? I wonder where that goes. Have I missed that somewhere? Any ideas where that's supposed to go? Have I missed putting that in somewhere? The rubber bit. Oh, there's 2 rubber bits, look. I'm guessing that should be going somewhere, but I don't know where. I'm going to have to go and have a look, ski. I don't know where that goes. Time to go and have a look at the Traxxas website, exploded views. I'll take you with me though, because I could be a while doing this. Behind the bumper. I bet it's not in the manual, is it? No. Support. Exploded view. Front assembly exploded view. Let's have a little look-see at that. Come on. View in PDF. I think I see where it goes. Think. That bit up, that bit down, that bit slots in. I don't know how long I haven't had that bit in there then. Quite a while, I'd thought. Don't recall ever seeing it in there, to be honest with you. There. Yeah, I don't recall seeing that in there for a long time. Not for a long time. It just pings out, I would have thought. With that. Maybe might have lost it when that came off. I don't remember seeing it on the back either. Oh, maybe they are different. They are different, you know. Screws are in different positions. Look at that. There we go. Right. Question is, have I got good enough screws left, or are these two messed up? Behind the bumper. Where's it go, guys? I can never remember seeing that bit in our X-Max, though. Maybe ours didn't come with it. But I never ever remember seeing that bit in there. Just take that. Yeah, I would never have worked it out, though. In fairness, thank you, Dan, but I would have never have worked out how it fitted behind the bumper. I just don't ever recall seeing that in there. Probably would have helped. Absorb this impact, and maybe wouldn't have broken it. No, in fairness, we still would have broken it. I think I'm missing a screw though, so I'm going to have to go hunting for that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the hell is going on with Horizon Hobby UK? They still haven't sorted out anything since all their stuff happened. It's been a while. You were talking about the Horizon Hobby website. It's never coming back. It's all done through Logic now, Master. I don't think you'll find Horizon Hobby UK coming back. It's all done. Logic take all of it. Now, same as Traxxas UK shut down, and that's all done through Perkins. They just don't care about us guys in the UK, unfortunately. They only care about the people in the US. And Europe. Well, Horizon have got the European bit, haven't they? Same as the Lossy drag isn't coming out over here. The Traxxas drag isn't coming out over here. It's like we are the poor cousins. Evening, Jack Lee. How you feeling? I'm thinking, oh, that's got to go back on, that's got to go back on. Put that back on somehow. I've only got one screw for that as well. I've lost some screws, which is slightly annoying. That was a bit long. Bit long, but it'll have to do. And a bunch of other reasons I can't remember, just remember that I was sending them that and sending them all back. Yeah, Logic RC is where it's all up. Evening, Alistair, how are you? In fact, you coming on, Alistair, reminds me, I've got to put that motor mount in the in Jack's Limitless at some stage. Haven't got round to that yet. Don't let Jack hear me say that. There you go, why haven't you done my Limitless yet? Okay, Alex, thank you for coming by, mate. Take care. Now we've got the fun part. Getting this back in there. Could get some rage now. Jack's come on just in time for some potential rage. I remember having fun with this last time. I don't know why I took this bit. Oh, here we go. No rage. Sorry, Jack, no rage today. Yeah, got the no prep. That's coming out in a minute. I've got to change the, we'll try and change the diff oil on it, on the rear. It's a good old laugh. Now, I'm going to try and find a screw like that. Not quite as long. I don't know what it's from, but I might actually steal one of these ones if these are as long. Put the... No, they're not. I need something longer with where that's going. Don't have any though. Don't have to do. Oh, come on. It's supposed to be magnetic. Give me one of those days. Right, where are my magnets? 1 second, guys. Found one and found a screw that fits. That's handy, Harry. I was about to say I can't find the screwdriver now. Come on. Right, wheels on, and then this is good to go. Goes on that side. Caden, evening. Yeah, get yours ordered, Alistair. Yeah, I think they've put that message up, RC Master, and then just gone home and not come back again. How many millimetres is the Traxxas 20-tooth pinion gear? Don't have a clue. Are you talking, what mod are you talking, what car are you talking for? Rub it on the head of another magnetic one and it will become magnetised. Yeah, I'm just going to leave them connected to my, I normally leave this in there sometimes and them get magnetised overnight. But they do lose it again. Angry Dave. I'm not angry, Count Jack. When have you known me to be angry? I could be nasty, Mr. Baxter. Oh, it's a 5mm shaft on an X-Max. Oh, you're talking about the shaft that the pinion fits on, in which case, yeah, it's 5mm. I I can't see any comments at the moment because the X-Max is blocking my view. Right, we're all done on the X-Max, I think. Put that bad boy away. Means DR10 time. Yeah, so the smaller one's the 3.17, isn't it? I think. But you take the 3.2. Ordered budget 2600 kV motor for my Stampede 4x4. Then that's likely, as Alice has said, it's likely to be a 3.2mm bore. No rage tonight, Jack. Jack, I went back and watched some of your first videos and your voice is a lot different. Jack will run away now. I've been hearing a lot of new complaints about the X-Max, but my mind is still says yes. You got to take it, you know. No car is indestructible. No car will ever be indestructible. So we love our X-Max, and you just got to accept it for what it is. Is it a lot of money? Yes. But is it a lot of fun? Yes. Right. I'm going to work out how to get the diff out of this. I think these are fairly easy to work on. Aaron took his out very, very quickly at the weekend. So I only assume they're quite easy to get to the diffs. Defo not me, him just upgrade the rear hubs to RPM, change the wheels, tyres, hobby, wing ESC, 20-degree gearing, but not Traxxas gears. No, don't get the Traxxas gears. Go for GDS spur. I tried the hot racing one, but it deformed fairly quickly. GDS one is the best one, and you can get good pinions on eBay from the UK. I forget what the company's called, but they make very good hardened steel pinions. So there's bound to be issues, but the X-Max is 100% worth it. Oh, yeah, it's not for everybody. Some people don't like it, but we love it, and I think more people like the X-Max than don't like it. I don't know whether I need to take this off to get to the diff, but we'll soon find out. I don't think we do. The diff just sits in there. I know Aaron got his out very, very quickly, so it can't be that difficult. Start tearing it down and see what does need to come out, what doesn't need to come out. Always good tearing down a new card and trying to find out what bits go where and how it all goes together. I think we might just better get away with taking this off. Well, that's a very long screw. And we do like a very long screw. That's that. And then if we take the whole wheelie bar off, tell me it's a different size one. It is typical. Who else got a drag car then? Oh, it comes off as well. Oh my word. Right, I'll do that bit as well. Might have undone a lot more screws than what I needed to. But until you start doing things, you don't know, do you? There's a pain. Fat one in there. Screw does not want to come out. Gotcha. It's done up proper tight. That was a tight screw. Sorry. Come on. As I said, I don't know whether I'm undoing right or wrong screws here. Haven't got a clue. Am I mad because buying spares parts for Macs before I got one? No. If I know that parts that I know are potentially going to be weak, I like to have the spares for when I'm out. A-arms, I always buy spare A-arms. I just like to have them in case we break them and then I'm not waiting for parts to come in. So, not at all, not mad at all. Come on. Right. That's you off. Where is the diff? Actually, I've been attacking this from totally the wrong bit. I think I just undo that bottom bit. Take the diff out from there. Because I'm coming to the top, and I don't think I'll come into the top because that's got the idler gear on it. It's not got the diff on it. So I think I've attacked this from totally the wrong place. Typical. I've got one of those. I've got to get one, Alistair, just to be a Yobo and Asbo seeker. I'm still all stock electronics, 15-minute runs, 2046 gears. I do have a Max 6 for it, but I haven't put it in yet. Well, Max 6 doesn't make it go any faster, does it? It just gives you a bit more control and doesn't give you crazy reverse and crazy brake. If you've got the Bluetooth module, then obviously you can tune it a bit through that, but that's the reason I got a Max 6, is just so that I could turn off the crazy, you know, or not run with such a high brake and reverse. I just had a look at the manual and it looks like the box has to come out and then be split. I'm hoping I can get to it underneath there. I know someone had it apart fairly quickly out in the field and didn't know, saying how easy it was to work on, so I'm hoping I can just get to it from under here. Probably not. Yeah, it needs to come out. Needs to come out and then be split. You all right, Gary? It needs to come out from there. Sure, the other guy didn't have to take it quite as far apart as this, but it should, as far as I can tell, it should come out now. Can't see anything else that'd be holding it on. Double glasses time. There. Oh, at the top here. That and that is holding it on. Need to undo that there then. Someone said these were easy to work on. They probably are if I knew what I was doing. Bish bosh bash, take that apart, hopefully get the diff out that way. Well, you can't see down there, can you guys? Sorry, I'm working down lower today. So, do that. We do that. Put all these over here. I'm guessing they're all the same size. Yep. Why are my hands so shaky in old videos? Probably because I was a bit nervous. I guess, Jack. You know. Or maybe because... No, I'd stopped smoking by then. I've got to remember how this all goes back together. This is going to be fun. Oh, one more screw there. The last screw. Right, let's see if this comes... Oh, it does come apart now. Looks like it. Do not tell me you've got to undo those as well. I thought someone said these were easy to work on. I've undone so many screws here. I'm not sure I'm going to remember how they all go back together. Uh-oh. Yeah, really, really thin diff oil in that. So we get this changed out, get some proper diff oil in it, if there's any diff oil in it whatsoever. Would have gone on there, wouldn't it? There we go. Here's I see buyers from local shops just found out. That's why you've got nothing in. That's why your local shops have got nothing in it. Guru's RC, evening. Leave the slipper sides complete and remove the 5 screws on the other side. Yeah, that's what I've done. And that went in that way. Thanks, Gary. Right, let's take this bad boy apart. Get some more kitchen roll, more clean kitchen roll on this. The annoying thing is, I did have this going as straight as an arrow. And now doing this, it's probably not going to go straight as an arrow. I'm probably going to need to retune it all. But it does need better diff oil in there. So, and I need to do it tonight because otherwise, oh, that's too small. It's too big rather. 1.5 mil on, wow. Tiny little screws, 1.5 mils. Hand. First time of using this. In fact, think it's safe to say that there was no oil in there whatsoever. I don't think I've got any 500. Why is it 500? I do. Got some fast track 500,000. And I need my syringe. So if any of you ever have trouble getting this really, really thick stuff out of, you can stand there forever, it ain't coming out. What I do is the old cowpole type syringe. I get that, stick that in there. Let it suck up a bit. It doesn't come up straight away because it's quite thick. But then it do go in there. And then you can push it out. And then just wait for it to settle in there. Which could take a while. Now whilst that's settling, I can do some chatting. I have a Tamiya Grasshopper and a Tamiya Racing Fighter. They are my first and second ever cars. Got the Fighter when I was 8. Now, got to keep hold of them. I still got my first RC, which was a Tamiya. Manual says some black grease, not using silicone oil at all, probably just some good old molly grease. Yeah, but with these, I'm not going to clean it out. Didn't need to clean it out, there's hardly anything in there. I suppose I could have taken it all out and cleaned it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, low battery. Get you plugged in, guys, otherwise we're going to run out of charge. Yeah, we don't want to lock the diff, but we want to be able to contain the power a bit better than what the stock stuff would have been doing. Get a little bit more in there, I think. Probably too much now. Still got to flip over here a bit. I still have my first big super Blackfoot, and it's about 20p. I've got to get the new bits for my Tamiya as well. Evening, Tim Butler, how are you? See you later, Meehan. Thanks for coming by. Sorry I didn't answer too many of your questions. Hopefully others obviously clearly did. Fighter was in pieces as well and no electronics. My first RC was the Tamiya Escort Cosworth, which I'd kept it. Yeah, my first one was I think my mate had the Tamiya Cosworth. I wanted it, but he got it. And then I ended up with the Toyota Celica GT4. They're not as, I hate to say it, but the current Tamiyas are not as good as the old Tamiyas in my mind. They're still, you know, when we bought ours, God, I want to say almost 30 years ago, they were still £100 back then. So to be £100 now, they've obviously had to cut costs in some places. And one of it is like the shocks. Mine are all oil filled, but the standard ones don't come oil filled anymore. tried shoe goo in mine, didn't really work, still getting... Shoe goo in what? Not your diffs. Yeah, Mini Z's that look really good. They're way expensive over here though. I want to get some of those small team associated cars. They look awesome for like 50 odd quid, I think they are. I think that looks pretty good. See if we can pop this back on. See what happens. Should I have cleaned it out? Yeah. Who knows? Oh, there's a gasket there as well. That may be the gasket. Anyway. Pop that on there. That's a lot better. That's a lot tighter now. A lot tighter. XR311, whatever that is. Mine was a, no, I haven't got the box. Body's over there. I forget what, I want to say a TA01 or something rather than mine was. I think everyone's at, you know, if you haven't had a Tamiya, then you haven't been into RCs, in my opinion. Everyone should have a Tamiya in their collection. So I got one each for the boys, so they could build them and have a bit of fun building them. Obviously Jack's trying to make his go really, really fast. We need to get a new chassis for it, unfortunately. I haven't got round to that. Mini Z is expensive over it. I really like the look of it and the idea of it. Yeah, the MT28 and the RD28 and all those, the team associated ones look really good. I think they're about 58 quid as well, aren't they? They look really, really good for the price. TT02 is good. You do need some upgrades on it. They're addicted, like the shocks and everything. Because the shocks don't come oil filled and they're very, very springy. Richard Evans, all good, thank you. How are you? You don't like Tamiya? I like them for what they are, just for a bit of a laugh. They're not heavy bashers or anything else like that. You never bash a Tamiya, you'll just break it. But it's more, I think it's more, for me, it's more nostalgia. And the bodies on them and the decals you get very detailed. Oh, that's much better. Much better. I need to get that as a, I need to get the metal one of those as well. Do we put a bit of grease on there? That's the question. Nah. Don't think we need to put any grease in there. Running some sort of oil by the looks of it. Right, let's zip this back up. Never seen one you want. Get a Unimog. Yeah, there are some really expensive ones out there, aren't there? To me, the Tamiya is more of a nostalgic thing. Yeah, it's my first RC car. And back when I bought mine, it was pretty much the go-to RC car. There wasn't much else electric out, you know. It was a Tamiya or Nitro. I did buy one Nitro car, which was an absolute nightmare. It was a Kyosho. Never could get the damn thing running. Hours trying to tune that thing and get it to run, never could. Right, that's that, that's that, that's that. And I know this then goes on, I'm thinking, like that. Come on. Someone said these were easy to work on. Not convinced. What is a good SEM motor in an 8 max 8 with a 800 kV motor and I think 39 or 35 gearing, or you can go XLX2 with 800 kV. I think Addicted's got that sort of power in his cars, but that's, you know, you're not going to be wanting for power. You will have as much power as you want at your fingertips in an Outcast 8S with either a Max 5 or an XLX2 800 kV motor with an 800 kV motor. I mean, you can go 1100 kV, but it's probably a bit underwhelming and underpowered. Yeah, other people are saying, you know, Alistair Max 8 or Max 5 with an 800 kV. Yes, I do remember the days of frequency fags on antennas and the crystals. I've probably got a crystal around here somewhere. Found one the other day. Having a bit of a laugh about it. Don't know what I did with it. But yeah, you can only have up to 8 channels at any one time. I remember when we first got back into RCs, I turned up when we were still on analogue back then. And people had digital ones with displays. I go, oh wow, what's all that? They were telling me, I said, what, you don't need them. There's no antennas or anything. And it's just like, oh wow. I look like a complete noob. Well, I was a complete noob. Right. Let's see if we can pop this back in easily now. To there. To there. That to there. presumably I can just screw that down and then sort out the rest later, hopefully. Raw. One, two, three, four, and then 1, 2. I'm trying to remember which screws go where. In a can't remember. I can't remember. I know they go over there. That goes on there like that. I think that's got that there and that there, pretty sure. Oh, read M. I thank you for coming by. Okay, thank you for advice. I'll just have to have my hobby shop do the soldering. So you think that 160 amp firmer with the 800 spectrum? Not 160 amp, no. Max 5, 200 amp, I think max 5 is. Hobby being on XLX2, which is better. Hobby the XLX2 will give you more. Technically, be more forgiving. I think is the best word for it. But it's more expensive. Unless these are the same size as that. No. But certainly in the UK, the XLX2 is more expensive. We're getting there. I think we're getting back together. When I ran my 750 Spectrum motor and 600 Smart ESC, it ran good, but the ESC4 warm and cut out. And, yeah, the 1650 Spectrum is equivalent to a Max 6, so you want a Max 5. They should do Addicted, you're quite right, because a 160 amp one is not enough for a 780 kV. Evening, Alden, how are you? No, it should have a 200 amp ESC for a max for that size kV motor. No, it's a Max 6. That 160 amp is a Max 6. When do they go then? I'm running out of screws. Oh, those two go in the top there. They go in there, and then this goes on. That goes on there. I think that goes through there. Yes. What's a good plug for the ESC? Depends what you like to use. Either an XC90 or an ECIC5, or you can go XC150, or you can go for the really powerful ones, the 8mm. You don't want to go Dean's. That's an XT90. You definitely don't want XT60. It's not powerful enough. Either XT90, EC5, ECIC, or EC/IC5, which is the ones that Spectrum sell. Yeah, it's great. It's not enough. That 160 amp ESC is not enough for a 780 kV motor. Big BRC, welcome back. Yeah, QS8s, that's the one. Yeah, because the hobby wings come with anti-spark built in, don't they? Which is always very handy. Size, no wonder it's doing up. Sorry guys, you can't see what I'm doing there, can you? I'll come down a little bit. Come on. It's been one of those days. Don't be a pain in the bum. Right. That goes in there. Stay there now. No, it's good you're busy. As long as you're doing well, Alden, that's the main thing. I'm going hobby wing from a bash in the Castle speed run. Yeah, I would. You can put a lot more amps through a Castle than you can a hobby wing. And the hobby wing has the shutdowns in it as well, so it will just shut down. You can turn it off, but it never is fully off. Building first roll. What are you gone for? Outcast EXB? If you're going Outcast EXB, then a Max 5 800 kV motor will be fine for it. I almost bought a boat today, but I would have been an impulse buy. 32-inch Miss Geico catamaran that does 75, 12S, no self-right. I couldn't do it. Plus, oh, 700. I do like the Miss Geico though, but 12S on 32-inch, wow. Yeah, if you're going out as EXB Outcast, I think the Hobby Wing Max 5 with an 800 kV motor with, I mean the guys here have got them, I haven't got one, but I think it's either a 39 or a 34 gearing. is your best bet. Can't remember which one we were set to. If I remember where all these screws go, that's a miracle. Although I'm not convinced I have. I just found some more screws there. I just found 4 screws. Ah! Whew. They go on there. Yep. Oh, I had me worried for a minute. I thought I'd royally messed up and left some screws out. My biggest problem at the moment is I can't decide what power system to go for this car to be competitive. Everyone's going crazy for this in our group. And they're already putting in sub 3 second runs, so I need to get something that's really good so that we're the fastest. Max 5 800 combo is great. I'm running a Max 5 780 combo. It's a beast. Daniel, comment last night put me down a social rabbit hole and spent hours by the book shelf looking at old notes from class. DK is closely related to Pete Print. Yeah, you can go to 780 if you've got it. Ah, Twin 6S. Depends who you're talking to, Gary. Some people will say it's 12S. I'm not getting into that debate though. Right. I've got to change the pinion on that as well, so I'm not going to change anything now. I'll slot that on there. A lot of people run it without the cover on it now anyway. I don't know why. But we are all done. Take that out because I don't think I'm going to get my battery. What do I do with my new battery? When I do my new rapid battery, oh there it is. Not sure it fits. I'm going to take some of that foam out. Oh no, just fits I think. Yep, perfecto. Right, I think, apart from tidy up, so I'll do tomorrow. No, I'll leave that there. Put that back in there. That's a good bit, that's the good bit.
Something on the caster block.
That's a good bit. Don't throw those bits away. The rest of this is all rubbish though. So let's get rid of this rubbish. Ugh. So much rubbish today. So many broken parts. And I proper killed the X-Max. Right. Yuck. We are done, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go and wash my handy pandies. What have we got today? Oh, we're having a pot. Yeah, you 3939 addicted, presumably you are. Which is the, presumably you're running the 3939, the spool gear from a limitless rather, with the 8mm bore. $35.39, okay, won't fit the stock mount, won't it? I thought I made it 34 that people run then. I thought people were running 39.39 or 34 on the 800 kV. Gary, what are you running on yours? Right, cake. Get a bit of cake and my drink. Traxxas took. No, I'm going to be going probably a 3.5 or a 4-turn motor. It's the idea to promote the level of our incompetence. Yeah, I say ISO PSY. Traxxas 12-turn is a great brush motor, honestly. Can you get the spur cover screws with the wheels on? Don't know what that is. Plenty of talk with the 800 or 700 spur in mind. 39.39. Da, da, da. What's a good opinion to balance the torque? 39.35 is the biggest that does fit. Okay. Had a slightly file to run 40.39. Never thought of that. Smaller spur maybe. Really need to order the M2C mount, then I'll try 39.39 and have 40. God, you guys are going mega power. So yeah, you're lucky you get Saga gears over there, don't you, Addicted? We can get them, but we have to pay import on them and everything. If you're running 800 kV, I think 30 pinion and 40 spur will be undergeared. You want to be getting close to 1-to-1 with the 800 kV. We have to pay import if it goes over £135. If it's below £135, the overseas retailer is supposed to add 20% tax and then charge us and then pay our VAT man. A lot of them don't do that. So sometimes it's actually worked out better for us, because before we had to, the postman would pick it up and pay tax and we'd have to pay import on everything. But now we only should pay import on anything over 135. I don't think you're going to get an 8mm bore 47 spur though. Remember, it's an 8mm shaft. So, and then you've got to make it fit into the motor mount and everything. If you're going 800 kV, 39.39. I think they're both 8mm, so you end up using the, you can use the limitless 39.2 spur gear, or spool gear. It's what I think most people do. I don't think you'll get a 47 spur on there. Your motor mount's not going to take it. Start with 39.39. I don't know how fast you're trying to go. But 39.39 on 800 kV is going to be more than enough. It's beast mode. Okay guys, well I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for coming over and joining me today. 77 thumbs up, wow. I think that's our highest ever. It's a double thumbs up from me. take care, everyone. Stay safe. Just trying to think. Might not have anything. I'll try and do a live next week. Don't think I'm going to have anything. I don't know what I've got to fix. I suppose I could put the motor mount in the limitless, and I could swap the servo out on the big rock. Because I'm not out. We're not out RCing this weekend. We're going to watch some monster trucks. And I might film a bit of the monster trucks. I don't know yet. Just do a little short on it or something. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thanks for keeping me company. So take care. Stay safe. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the support. Get yourself your... What are you going to get, Alison? You're going to get the DR10? Oh, and if any of you haven't yet, I should have posted this earlier. Get yourselves over to the UK RC Drag League. Get yourself over to the UK RC Drag League if you're not already there and you're in the UK and you want to get involved in drag. I do like the Lossy. Are you getting the roller or the ready to run? Love the Lossy body. And I said I was going. Frocks again, all you think about frocks. Oh, drag. I just find it enjoyable. A bit of a laugh, you know, it's not, I say it's nothing serious, you just, you know, do a couple of hits and then just turn around and chat, and it's a good social meet up, a bit of fun, a bit of competition. Oh, that's not fair. Get you to get me some things now, Lister. I don't know enough about FTX. Anyway, guys, I said I was going, so I need to go because it is coming up to 11:30 at night, and I need to go and sit down. Okay, guys, take care, stay safe, and hopefully see you next Thursday, guys. Bye. Laters all.